Hey guys, it is Robin, the lady biker. Oh, I hope everyone is doing fantastic today. Today I'm out for a ride on Bob. And Allie's with us. I don't know if I can get him in the camera view or not. He suggested, and I agreed with him, that I was going to turn off the comms for this one today because the last 6 months have been tough. They have been really tough. And in those 6 months, riding has been my therapy. It has been what's got me through in so many ways. But I finally have information I've been waiting for these 6 months to get. And I decided I would share it with y'all all today. Hold on. Okay, guys, so if you've been following my channel for the last 6 months, especially in my community posts, I've been a little bit cryptic about some stuff, and there's been a reason. Because, guys, cancer sucks, and I had another scare with it. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you know about 5 years ago, I lost my thyroid to cancer. In that first brush with it, I was very lucky. Very, very lucky. They caught it early because of an extenuating circumstance. I had a series of cysts on my thyroid. And nothing we did got them to go away. So they ended up removing my thyroid. And they found the tumor encased in one of those cysts. And what I learned as time went is that that's the only way they ever find cancer, thyroid cancer in stage 1, is when there's something else going on. So something that I thought was the end of the world ended up being a gift and a blessing. So that went extremely well. They got everything, and I was declared in remission. So, you know, I just have to go in every year and do an ultrasound on my neck and the area around the thyroid to make sure that nothing's trying to come back. Well, this past January, at the ultrasound, they found a mass. And, guys, I was devastated. And scared for a lot of reasons. But really, do doctors listen to themselves whenever they say things to patients? And they're like, well, you know, it could be scar tissue. It could just be a benign mass. Or it could be the cancer coming back, but don't worry about it. We'll just take another scan in 6 months. Really? Don't worry about it? What the heck do they think that I'm going to be doing for the next 6 months? I'm going to be worrying my butt off. So, for the last 6 months, I have been trying very hard to not let it get to me, to just focus on what I could do and what was going on in that moment, because having this second brush with cancer has reminded me just how short life is, and we're not promised anything. We are not promised tomorrow. We are not promised next week. All we are promised is the moment we're in. But the uncertainty of the last 6 months has affected nearly every aspect of my life, both good and bad. In the good, it did remind me that life is so incredibly short. It needs to be lived and enjoyed, and all of it. Ooh, Toro Canyon. This is such a beautiful area. Back to topic. So that was the good thing, is it reminded me of, is that it is short and it should be lived. The bad things were the days I could not set the worry aside. You know, there are some days I couldn't set aside the concern that I was going to be leaving my family, my husband, my children, my parents, my friends. I was scared. Really, really scared. And those were tough days. And if you've ever had a cancer scare, if you've ever survived cancer, if you have a loved one that has had to go through that, you know exactly what I mean. It's hard. And on those hard days, riding was sometimes the only thing that got me through, was the only thing that could let me process the emotions, that would let me think, for lack of a better term. Like I said, it's been a rough time. So that was back in January when they found it. So that 0.4 millimeter mass. As you are watching this video, I have already had my scan and the follow-up with my doctor, and it has been determined that the mass has not changed. There's been no growth, no change in it, which is, here we go. Sorry guys, I was trying to figure out where I was on the road. Which, if you've ever had any kind of issues like this, you know what they're looking for is change, or a lack thereof. And this is one of the situations where no change is good. It's really good. So, there's been no change. So the radiologist and the endocrinologist both have agreed that they don't believe it's scar tissue, it is a mass, but they do believe it's benign. And for the next several cycles, I'm going to have a lot of ultrasounds and a lot of blood work. But it's just because they're monitoring, and that's all they're recommending at this point is monitoring. So guys, oh my gosh, I don't know how I would have made it through the last 6 months without riding, without the love and support of family and some close friends. Many of you out there on YouTube who, even though you didn't know what I was facing, you were constantly supportive and encouraging and kind, and ooh, there we go. I always forget how tight that corner is. I don't know if I would have made it through some of those days without the positivity and the encouragement and the kindness. And for that, guys, thank you so much. I've said in some of my previous videos how I do this to share some of my adventures and everything with y'all, but y'all share just as much with me. And for that, I'm beyond grateful. So, also, as you're watching this video, as the day that it goes live, Allie and I, if you saw one of my previous videos about our summer plans, today is the day that we take off on our epic summer road trip. So we are headed north up through California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, and then back into California. It's going to be an amazing 16 days. And when we planned this trip, it was originally planned to be just an epic summer road trip. But then after the first diagnosis and needing to find out what was going on, we determined it was either going to be a last big trip before I had to head back into treatments, which scared me, or it was going to be a celebration trip. And it is definitely a celebration trip. It's a celebration of being alive and being in the moment and seeing things I've never seen and doing a few things I've never done before. And I'm so excited to go and to take y'all along with me. So with that, guys, I'm going to say check in with my community posts. I'll be posting up some pictures and little things, little tidbits of things going on along the way. But also, from a very full heart, I want to remind you all, life is short. Don't wait. Get out and ride. Get out and experience and have an adventure and do things. Enjoy it. Be safe. And then I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, guys. Bye.